welcome to Pressing Matters, your favorite show about vinyl records. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Raheem. Now, whether I'm interviewing somebody, whether I'm going to a record store, whether I'm showing you my collection, whether I'm just talking, that's what you're going to get on Pressing Matters. Now, in this episode, I interviewed Necee, and this was such a wonderful conversation. Now, I'm a bit jealous because some of the stuff that she told me or showed me that she got in her collection, your boy was jealous. She got some foreign exchange. I ain't never seen that. I don't even know anybody else with that. I'm jealous right now talking about it. But check out this conversation. Get your popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Put it on your TV. Just relax. Kick back your feet and just watch the episode. It's a dope one. It's a banger. Check it out. Peace.
So the first question I want to ask is, what got you into collecting vinyl?
So I got into collecting vinyl through my parents. My parents were born in the 50s. So like my dad was born in 55, my mom was born in 59. They grew up listening to vinyls. And even when they got married back in like early 80s, like 1980, they just had vinyls. Like that was their source of media. I know that we probably had cassette tapes. They kind of came along. They had those as well, but they more so had vinyls collectively together. And so, you know, when my older sister and I were born, even some of my earliest memories, they were them playing vinyls in the house, right? Mm-hmm. And then as I started growing up and they started transitioning out of like playing vinyls and going into cassette tapes and then eventually into CDs, the vinyls kind of just got left to the wayside, right? But we always had a home entertainment system. The kind of stacks, most people know the kind of stacks with the double CD player, the mixer, you know, the vinyl player on the top, you know, with the speakers. We had like some, I think some Pioneer speakers in the house. And so like, they didn't really care too much about us playing the vinyls. Like, in fact, my dad was the one who taught me how to actually, you know, put the vinyls on the vinyl player. On the turntable and how to properly play them without scratch. Of course, we're over there scratching. It's the 80s. We're scratching up the records. But, you know, that's what really got me started. That's where I really started. And then I want to say, obviously, I moved along with the rest of, you know, the technological advances in music, from cassette tapes to CD players to streaming. And then, funny enough, probably about 13 years ago, I had just randomly saw a turntable, and it was like a really corny, cheap one, you know, like a 4-in-1, you know, the kind that has like the turntable on the top and everything, and the CD player and the cassette tape. And I just randomly just bought it. And then when I bought it, I was like, oh, I bought this and I don't even have any vinyls. So then I went and raided my dad's stash, right? My parents at that point were divorced, and my dad had all the vinyls. And so he didn't really want to part with everything, but, you know, he gave me a lot of my mom's vinyls. And that was most of the stuff I listened to anyway. Like, and so I took those, and from there, like, I just started collecting. So yeah, that was about 13 years ago. And once I really got in that first year, I knew that I needed a better turntable. Mm-hmm. So then I ended up getting rid of the 4-in-1, and then I just switched over to a LP60 Audio Technica. And yeah, I think that was like the real beginning of collecting. That's where I started. So yeah.
Damn, the 4-in-1. I don't know.
Yeah.
You might be the only person I know that had the 4-in-1.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because it looked like an old school radio, right? Like a 1920s radio. And then it had like the little hitch where you could open it and then keep it open. And I mean, it was as basic as probably one of those record players that parents would give you that were like the little suitcase as a kid, right? That's how basic it was, right? The needle was super basic. It didn't even have like a button. It didn't have a tone, like for real tone arm with the weight on it or anything. It was just like super basic. Yeah.
So that the 4-in-1 is crazy.
I know.
That was
I
gonna
know.
be the first
I
record.
told you that.
I was gonna buy that. That was gonna be my first record player. But I got gifted mine, so I didn't
Nice.
have to. I have the one you just said too, the Audio Tech.
Yeah.
But I got gifted mine, so because I was like buying all these records, I was like, I need to get a record player. Otherwise, I was gonna buy the 4-in-1. I was like, you know what? This is cheaper than what I'm seeing. I didn't look at no
No.
reviews. I'm glad I got gifted what I got.
Right. Right.
Um,
Yeah. In my case, I actually just started doing a lot of research. And I also kind of wanted to have something similar to what I grew up with, right? I think it was probably a technique, like the one that we had in the house. Like my dad was really about his audio setup. It was that or it was like Pioneer. Like almost all our like stuff in the house
oh,
was Pioneer. And so I kind of started thinking about it. I was like, I'm probably damaging my records. And then I started like doing research and I was like, yeah, this is probably just as bad as having one of those suitcase record
mhm.
players, right? Um, and over time, depending on how the needle is sitting on your records, it can do damage. So I was like, it's time to actually get something that's decent, maybe something that is moderately priced, economically sound, right? Because it can get expensive. But then I was like, something also that I could really get a good sound out of my records as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have an album or albums, however you want to answer this? Do you think everybody should have on vinyl?
I do. I think no matter the genre that you really listen to, I think one album that everyone should have is Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
think that it's just sonically, it's beautiful. It's written really well. It's written obviously by Stevie Wonder. There's just so many classics on that album. Um, it's just like a timeless love album. And especially from Stevie, because I think a lot of people, when they think of Stevie Wonder, they do think about like songs like As or Knocks Me Off My Feet, right? But he also, if you look further into his discography, he also has a lot of songs that are about struggle, pain, sadness, heartbreak, just all of those things. And I think Songs in the Key of Life, it encompasses all of those things, but there's just a lot of joy in that album as well. So I just really feel like that's a really great album to start with and a really great album to own.
I agree. It's like a double album too. That
Yeah, I have it right here actually. I'll show you. Like, yeah.
I want to get another copy of the album. I
I
love that album so much.
Yeah, if you can, I would say get it. And it's just I actually found this one out in the wild somewhere. I found it in a record store. So yeah.
I got it for the one I got it for $13. And I was like, do they not know? 'Cause I was in like the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, I don't think they know like Stevie like that because they priced this the wrong way. I ain't gonna say nothing, obviously, but I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
So
You better hope they don't look on that Discogs because I see that happen sometimes too. You'll buy something and you'll look at a price and they'll look it up and be like, you
yeah,
don't know what you
they
have.
priced it wrong. They priced it wrong.
Right.
That's their fault. So do you have any albums you want to add to your collection that you don't already have?
Yeah, I do. Um, that's such a tricky question, right? There are albums that I want that are just floating around and you're just like, oh, I'll get to it. But then there are albums where I'm like, I thought about it and I'll go look at the price. And I'm like,
Mm.
yikes, right? And sometimes there are things that people don't really think about. Like one album I really wanted, which I saw the last time I went to Josie. I was in Dallas last year and I had saw this CeeLo Green album, like the Soul Machine album. Specifically, I wanted to listen to You the One, right? With T.I. and Jazzy Faye. This album was scratched so bad. And I was like, man, I'm not even gonna buy it because the songs on this album, like the 5 songs I want to listen to, they're just like scratched. So I was like, I'll just get online and see how much it costs. And then when I saw how much it cost, I was like, mint 200? No, I don't know if I could do that, you know? But I definitely want that album. I want Donnell Jones, Where I Want to Be. That's another album that's like really expensive. Um, I think I want the SWV's second album, New Beginnings, and then I want both Gnarls Barkley albums.
All the albums you just named, I've never seen them in the wild.
Because they're not. If
So,
I saw them, I would buy them. Yeah, like it's kind of one of those things. I might pay a little extra if I see something, but it's not often. Like you would have to find that in like someone's estate collection or like somebody that just really wants to get rid of their whole collection. That's not going to just be outside, especially 90s R&B. No.
yeah, they told me to look on Facebook Marketplace. I don't
Sure.
I don't got Facebook, so I'm not going back to Facebook. But they said Marketplace be having some stuff, but
I don't have the patience. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the patience to really like. I'll crate dig. Like if I'm physically there, I will go and sit for hours and look through things. But being like really hunting on the internet, unless it's outside of like eBay or
yeah,
Discogs, that's probably the extent of how much time I'm gonna spend looking for something.
I hate
And
so.
it's the trust of the actual like condition,
Yeah,
right? I feel like you have more protections when you buy things through Discogs, right? Because you're also using PayPal most of the time when you're paying for things. And it's the same with eBay as well. So
yeah. I just don't like. I hate buying online. Like, unless it's like an artist that like they're like a smaller artist. I'm not pretty much buying online. I'm going to the record stores and finding it. I could probably have so many records that are on my want list if I just bought online. I just hate buying online. Like
sure.
I'm not patient enough, honestly. It's all over.
Yeah.
So, um, ooh, is there an era that like you're like particularly drawn to when it comes to like getting vinyl?
I think that for me, and this might be taboo right now because I'm gonna have to mention this man, Diddy, because I thought about this question this morning. Because I was born in the early 80s and I grew up in the 90s and I was in high school in the late 90s, I really gravitate towards things that music that was created between like 98 and 2001 ish, like that era. Like I really love the bad boy era of like 112, Faith Evans. And then outside of then, like Missy Elliott, Timberland, Magoo, 702. I really kind of dive into that kind of R&B as well. So I think that I really kind of gravitate. Oh, and I forgot about Genuine. You got Aaliyah, right? Gina Thompson. Some more SWV, but I have released some tension. But those kind of albums I kind of like gravitate towards because for me, when I was younger, like in that turn of music, it really changed between like 96 and 2000.
Yeah.
Rap and R&B really escalated during that time. So I tend to gravitate towards that era. That's a good time. That's music I'll still go back to and listen to that doesn't sound too dated.
Yeah, I know he's a terrible person. I have him on vinyl, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, because like now I'm like, I don't want to like go sell the album. I'm like, I'm not gonna pretend like I don't like the songs on the album. I bought it.
Right. What do you have? The Love album?
No, I have the We Invented a Remix album, and I was gonna buy a different album, but I was like, damn, now it's gonna be weird if I go in this record store and I come out with a Diddy album.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I was literally at like a black market like the other day on Friday, a black night market, and the DJ, he was putting his foot into like all his mixes. Then he played Total, and I'm just like singing along, and then I was like, yo, these ad libs. Oh no.
Yeah, he's on a lot of like
he's on everything.
Every bad boy artist, he's like either doing the intro or he's closing the song talking. Like,
yeah.
It's just like,
yeah.
Damn it.
He's on one of my favorite albums of like all time. So I'm just like, yo, that's kind of wild. That's really, really wild times. But I will say that there was a lot of great music that was created during that time. Mm-hmm. Like one of my favorite remixes of all time is like Total Trippin', right? Missy's on it, but isn't Diddy on it too? I feel like he's on there. Yeah, he opens it.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, he says like Bad Boy 98. So you're just kind of like, what is going on? Like, I that's a different question for another time in a different podcast. And I don't know if I can separate the art from the artist. So we'll have to revisit.
Ooh. I'm gonna say I have a hard time separating. What makes me feel better, and I think honestly I use it as a coping mechanism, honestly, is I'm like, oh, he's not talking about the stuff that he did. But that other man that I don't talk
Yeah, we know.
he's
Yeah.
talking about what he did. So I'm like, at least he's not talking about it. That's how I cope, honestly, but I don't separate it. I'm not gonna act like I do. I don't separate.
Well, then let me ask you, do you listen to Chris Brown?
No, I hate Chris Brown.
I don't listen to Chris Brown either. Okay, just wanted to ask.
I hate Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you own any complete discographies on vinyl? That I actually don't think I do. I guess if they have like 3 albums, yeah, but like anybody with
More than 3.
They got more 3 too, but I'm just trying to go off the top of my head thinking, do I own? I don't think I do.
The only artist that I have all of their records is Tyler, the Creator.
Oh, you have all of his albums?
I have every single Tyler, the Creator album.
Hmm.
Even the State Sale. Yep.
Damn. I did not think it would be Tyler, the Creator. I thought
it's Tyler, the Creator. I love me some Tyler, the Creator.
I was thinking it was going to be like some older, like, damn, Tyler, the Creator.
You know how, yeah, like, yes, I would love to have Nas's full discography. I have like 8 of his albums. I have quite a few Jay-Z albums as well, but do you realize how hard it is to get all of them? It's like,
yeah, it's
like having all the Infinity Stones. Like, it's like, you got to really be out there looking up and under and over everything to try to get all the albums.
So I have a question. What is your favorite Tyler album?
That is a really great question. I actually like Chromacopia a lot. And I think, I don't know, maybe it's because it's mature Tyler, but I've listened to Tyler over the years. But I think production-wise, it's going to be Flower Boy. Flower Boy is a beautiful album. It is very whimsical. Like, I feel like that's the album where like he was like, I'm gonna get in the studio and I'm gonna prove myself. Like, I don't need anyone's help. I'm gonna get in here and play all these instruments, and I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna arrange this album the way that I want to. So I think it would be Flower Boy for me. Yeah.
I think that's for me, it's Igor. I think Flower Boy is his best though.
Yeah.
Because that production on that album, because I wasn't a big Tyler fan, like, because of some of the stuff he'd been saying in them earlier albums.
Wow. Yeah.
It's hard for me,
Wolf is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. But when I heard that album, I said, "Oh, this man is he's matured with the music." I'm glad like we were able to see him like grow as a person. You can just hear it. Even if you just listen to the production, you could just hear it in the production alone.
Right.
But, like, that album is just so perfect. Like, I'm like, you did your thing with this one.
Yes.
Nobody can take this away from you. You did everything on this album. You did perfectly.
I think it's really interesting because I felt like Flower Boy deserved the Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
And Igor won the Grammy. And it was like, okay. I mean, Igor was great. I'm going to tell you right now, Tyler doesn't have a bad album. He just doesn't. Now, yes, was he saying some crazy stuff when he first came on the scene? Absolutely. But then you have to think about how old was he, right? You have to think about like, because I think about my age and I think about where I was when I started listening to Tyler. And I was like, I wasn't like, oh, this isn't politically correct. Shock value. That's what kind of probably grabbed me, right? Some of the lyrics. And like the same for Frank Ocean, right? He's such a great writer. So like for them to even do She, and if you listen to the lyrics at the end of that song, you're like, what are you talking about? Right? But I'm still singing along and I didn't think twice about it. But now that, I'm older and I've progressed and grown, I'm just like, yo, that was actually really crazy. Real crazy. But to listen to where he's at now and to listen to Chromacopia, like some people don't really like that album. And I'm like, I get why you don't like it, but it's the same reason why you don't like Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, or the same reason why you don't like 444. You guys don't like to see an artist develop. You don't like to see a person grow. You don't like the fact that they have all of this self-awareness, or you don't have the consciousness to connect to the material. So
yeah, because Chronocopia, he's talking about, like, there's songs that he's talking about, like his mom and his dad, basically his mom not like letting dad be in his life.
right.
I don't think earlier Tyler could have wrote something like that.
Right.
And to see the growth, me personally, like I mean, I'm a black man too, so being able to see a black man who's my age group, he's like a year or two, he might be a year or two older than me.
Right.
To see it is like, yes, because that doesn't normally happen. We don't normally get to see artists like go through that whole realm. Like the most controversial he did is like he ate a roach. Like he stays out of trouble. He ain't out here like fighting. He don't do no drugs. You don't really get to see that. Like, so I personally enjoy seeing it.
I think the only person that is comparable to Tyler is Vince Staples.
Vince Staples, you see the growth in his music too, though.
Absolutely, and their personalities, and they're very unapologetic. Don't do drugs. Very witty. Very on top of, like, can read people really well. Very, very intelligent.
Yep.
Very, very self-aware, and I think that's really important, and I think that's why I'm a really big fan. That's why I'm a really big fan of Tyler specifically too. Like, I just love to see the growth, and I just find it. Also, I mean, even musically, even the way that he raps. Like, I was listening to when I was listening to Chromacopia, I was listening to the very last track on that album, and I think it's called "I Hope You Find Your Way Home." I'm listening to it, and I'm like, is this Tyler rapping? This sounds like Schoolboy Q. And I had to go back and like check, and I'm like, yo, he is just showing you how well he can just change his style in any kind of moment. He can go from singing, he'll rap one way, he'll change his style, he changes his cadence, like everything. Like he's got it, even his sound.
Yeah.
He's so flexible with everything. So I really just see so much growth in him. So I really love him as an artist.
I think a lot of his white fans forget he's black. And I also think that a lot of people forget he's from LA. And it's like, hey, you know, he's from LA.
That Hey Now, he did that little Hey Now remix on that Kendrick beat.
Yeah. I'm like, y'all forget he's from LA. You know, there's
right. Hey Now, I'm all about them bands. Like I think that's why he kind of did that. He wants to remind people. And I think he even said that in one of his lyrics, like on Chromacopia. He's like, I'm the hottest thing coming out of LA since Kenny, right? I think he said LA. But I mean, that goes for Steve Lacy as well. It's just kind of like people forget these guys are they're from the town. Like, they're from Cali.
A lot of people forget.
Yeah, and they're black. And they grew up around people in the hood. Like, I love that. I don't know if you had saw like that picture with when Kendrick did the little Kenny and Friends pop out on Juneteenth.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, he brought out like the whole hood on the stage, and then Steve Lacy's just in the middle, just smiling.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's where he's from. So I just love it. I love it. It just shows that we're not a monolith, that we can be multifaceted and exist.
He was very comfortable.
Yeah, no, it's cool. You know, it's really cool because, like, you know, him being also, I don't know if he's gay, he might be bisexual. And Tyler as well. Tyler's a little fluid if you listen to the lyrics. And I think that people get so hung up on it. And it's like, do you not realize that you can be a whole person? Like, you could bring your whole self and still be an artist and still be loved and revered and still be from here or be from Cali, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to fit into this box that the industry wants you to be in. And that's another reason why I like him a lot.
You gotta think, like, a lot of the artists from LA, if they not like gang banging, they put you in like a little box.
Right.
You know, like, even for like, that's why, like, with Tyler, Kendrick, like any of these artists like that, to see where they are, I'm like, y'all did it without like gang banging. You know, you get put in a box and you're from LA. Like,
right.
They all think you're what set you from and all this stuff. I'm like, these are regular people.
But they tried to put that on Kendrick.
They did.
They actually, you know what? Now that we're speaking on Kendrick, I actually have his whole discography as well.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do. I have every single Kendrick album too.
Yeah, I have his.
I forgot about that.
I
Yeah.
have all of his. I even have the Black Panther soundtrack.
I don't have that, but I do have Untitled Unmastered.
I love that album.
I do too. Number 7 is my fave. But yeah.
It sounds so good. Like,
yeah. For it to be unmastered, it's such a, and that beat that Swiss's son did, Egypt did.
Oh yeah. He even said like his name in the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what's the most valuable or rare record in your collection? You could take that as financial, or you could take it as like, I don't see this nowhere.
I probably have some, but I pulled out a few. They're right here. So we're gonna just start right here. I'm gonna start with Layla's Way, Rhapsody. And the reason why is not that this is that rare. I don't know if it got repressed, but it's actually signed. I see it. But yeah, I saw Rhapsody earlier at the end of last year. And I had her sign this album. I have her albums that follow this as well. Eve and her last album. And she was able to sign those for me. So that's really important. That was really important to me.
That's a fire album. It got repressed. Yeah. I bought the repress.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like that was really important. And just even being able to like meet her and have her sign my albums, and like for her to be one of the dopest like FemCs in the game right now. Not even FemC, just MC. Like, MC. And for her to be like a lot of you, like I always say, she's like a lot of our favorite rappers' favorite rappers. So
she's barred up the best.
Right. She definitely contends with these men. So it's like, and I think that she doesn't get the shine that she deserves. So just to be able to like shine some light on her and be able to meet her, I think that was just like a highlight of 2024 for me. So that's really important. And then I have the Foreign Exchange. Connected. I also have Leave It All Behind. I was able to see them many years ago in New Orleans, and I brought my vinyls from Seattle to New Orleans with the intention of getting them signed, and I was able to do that. So, and this is an original. Like, this ended up getting repressed a few years ago, but when they initially had dropped those first 2 albums, they had them pressed in the Netherlands, I believe, in a factory that ended up burning down. So they did not have the ability to repress for like a decade. So for a while, this was like, you know, that even when I went to their concert, I held this up, and they stopped and they were like, come to the front, like let's sign that. So yeah, that's really like, that was really like important to me, and I really love this album. Like, this album is like so unique, and the sound at the time, there was nothing that was like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really like really rare and really important to me. I don't even know if they're like even touring anymore.
I would say, well, Foreign Exchange, I don't know if they are. I know Little Brother's on tour.
Yeah, I heard.
They're doing that last tour. I'm low key, not even low key. I already know I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy a ticket and fly down to LA same day of the concert and fly back probably, because I gotta see Fonte.
Okay.
Gotta see him.
Yeah, as you should. I've never seen Little Brother. However, I have seen the Foreign Exchange like 4 times. That's just me. Like, every time they released an album and they like came through the town, or I was in the, New Orleans, I saw them. So
you gotta Leave It All Behind too. Oh my.
I do. Yep.
I've been trying to get that out. It goes for so much.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on.
Gosh.
It had the same issue as Connected. Like, they were pressed, like, that second album, and once they both were like pressed, they weren't repressed again, like, for a really long time. So just to have an original OG copy of that and have it signed, like, that's important to me too. I just said I'm only going to show one Foreign Exchange album today.
Sweeter Than You might be my most played song this year, right now.
Man, And then like the reverb, sweeter, the Swedish You that Fonte did.
Oh my gosh.
I said when you sampled yourself, that's crazy. Like,
Sweet.
I don't know.
Woo.
It's that, and I love Daykeeper, obviously House of Cards. Like those are some of the faves as well. So yeah, that's a great album.
Daykeeper is that song. Like if I made a movie, I want that on the soundtrack. I don't know how we gonna fit it in there. That needs to be on the soundtrack.
Right. I mean, you just got to give credit where it's due. Like, yes, I love Fonte too, and I love him for rapping and singing along and giving those additions. But then also Nicolay, right? Nicolay, he puts his foot in some of this production. What is on Here? I don't know if you've ever listened to Here, that album. He has a song on there with Darian Brockington, and I cannot remember the name of the song, but it is just so good. It is so good. And then yeah, I just love Foreign Exchange. They had a remix album too, where a Tall Black Guy, he did This Could Be the Night with Eric Roberson and Fonte, and I think Darian Brockington was on that too. I was like, this is great. That was such an error.
Yeah.
Like
I gotta see Fonte. I just I like Lil Brother. I think Lil Brother, I got them in my top 5 groups of all time.
Okay.
With or without Ninth Wonder. Even, I love Ninth Wonder. What? Ninth Wonder is my favorite producer, but I think together, Fonte and Pooh, the only people that's like duo is rivaling them is Outkast. That's it, in my opinion. I think highly of Lil Brother.
I don't have a dog in that fight, but I will say that I think they are great together, and they've made a lot of magic over the years. So just to see them getting back together, and especially being together after all these years, I think that's just like a great move. And they definitely, I just got to add in there, got screwed over by their label with their vinyl.
Oh yeah,
we got to bring that up.
I just watched the documentary that they had. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
And it was like talking about, it was going through their relationship, the relationship with Ninth Wonder, how their label screwed them over, didn't know how to like market Lil Brother.
Right.
I think they talked about how BET also, like, I guess, didn't know how to play their single and stuff like that. And they said they were like too smart, which I'm like, it's BET. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, for the time that they came out, it makes sense.
It's just, it was a good documentary. I watched it and I was just, cause I was like on the plane getting ready in the airport. I got I was getting all emotional. I don't know what it is. I get in the airport and get on the plane and I watch a movie that shouldn't be sad and I just be getting all sad. I don't know what it is. But yeah, it's a good documentary. I'll find the name, I'll send it to you. It's good. I think it's the name of their last album that they did together. I think that's the name of the documentary. It's a good one.
Okay. Yeah, send it to me when we're offline. I'm gonna have to peep that.
Those are some good ass albums you just named. You got any more?
I'm not done. I have more. So then I have Better by Deontay Hitchcock. It took like a year to get this album, right? I don't think he even released that many. I think he released like 100 or something. Yeah, and so he released this vinyl at the beginning of the pandemic. And then I feel like there was like some kind of issue with a bunch of vinyls getting pressed back in 2020. And so we thought we weren't getting the album. We were going to get a refund and we were harassing him to death. I'm so sorry, Deontay. But then eventually it came. So this is something that I do get asked for on Discogs. I do get like messages like, hey, do you want to sell that? Or I'll show it. And they're like, when did he drop that? You missed it. Okay.
Yeah, I try to buy it and I missed because I was like, okay, it's going to drop. And I forgot. That album didn't get the love it deserves.
I mean, when does he ever really get the love that he deserves? Because I'm going to tell you almost every single one, and I can't even say almost, all his projects are great. He puts out good music. Like, it is what it is. And like, even with this album, and even with the like features on there, he had Miguel on here, Saint Beauty. He had JID on there. I'm like, dude, all them songs, they're bangers.
Is that the
So
deluxe, the one you got?
yes,
Oh, okay. So that one has
I
the
think
song
so.
Reason is on. Okay. I know the I got money now.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs on there.
I know Nudi's on there.
Yep. It's Black, Miguel, Saint Beauty, Young Nudie, JID, Jail Speaks, R.O. James, Reason, Guabdat 4000, Kenny Mason.
Yeah. There's some heat on that one.
I feel like there was. I wonder if there was an overlap in some of these songs when they were doing that Dreamville stuff.
It had to be
Because
because
all these features, it's given like Revenge of the Dreamers type. It's yeah, that's giving.
literally every artist that is on the album is on the Revenge of the Dreamers.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
artist that he has on that album.
That just crossed my mind when I was reading that because I'm like they all had to be in a studio together when that was happening. Those might have been some throwaway songs that didn't make that other album. Okay, so then we have.
Ooh.
This is another one that I get asked for a lot. The Alex Isley Wilton. There was only 100 pressings of this, and she wasn't that popular. I mean, she's still kind of underground per se, but she wasn't as popular when this came out as she is now.
Yeah, she's pretty popular now.
Yeah. So to have this, I get asked for this often on Discogs as well, where it's like, hey, do you want to sell that? Do you want to trade? And it's always going to be a no. It's going to be a no. This is probably never going to get repressed, right? We're not getting repressed.
Yeah, I don't see any of her music like ever, to be honest. If I see even a single from her, because I want that album that she did with Terrence Martin.
What's that? I Left My Heart in La Brea. Is that what it's called?
Let me see.
I might be wrong.
I want that album because just let's see, Alex Isley. What is that album called? Yep, I Left My Heart in Ladera.
Oh, Ladera. My bad. Yeah. Okay.
That Two Steps in the Living Room. I can't. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a vibe. But I need her to put Marigold on vinyl.
Oh, what's that with
The
Jack
album.
Dine?
That's the album that came after Wilton.
The one with Jack Dine or whatever his name is.
Yes, I love Jack Dine. Jack Dine did that album too.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
One of Taylor's albums too.
Really?
I like his production. He's onto something. And it's kind of funny you mentioned Terrence Martin because I meant to pull another. You said rare. I have Here, My Dear.
Yeah,
and I wanted to show that too, but I didn't pull it out, so it's back there. That's another rare one that I do have. I posted it, and he even was kind of like he reposted it with some eyeballs. And then this is last but not least, Reasonable Doubt.
Oh,
this is one of the first albums I ever bought. So, and we know why. We know why this one is rare. This one is rare because of Dame and his beef with Jay-Z. That Jay-Z is never going to probably have the sole rights to this album.
Yeah.
Because Dame is so petty. So, yeah. That's the last one that I can say that out of my stack of rare albums.
I mean, all of those are just, I'm jealous. I ain't gonna lie. That Reasonable Doubt, I saw it and it was going for $300. That's how like rare that record is. It was going for $300, and I considered it. That's how I know. I was like, "Yo, pull cash out so you don't do stupid stuff." Because I was going to put my credit card, and I said, "Nah, that's too much for one record."
Right. Yeah, that's but that's like again, that's part of like my journey of my hip hop and rap that I listened to when I was younger. So when I first started collecting, like that was one of the first albums I bought. I probably got it for like $10.
Oh my God.
I bought Illmatic. Like,
don't say that.
Yeah, nobody was looking for it at the time. Like we have like this insurgence of people like collecting vinyls, so it's really hard to just have like these little grails and finding them now because everyone's looking, right? And so for me, it wasn't even like I found it in like a dusty basement vinyl store by the UW. $10.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need that album. Like,
I
I got
need.
Illmatic.
You have which one?
I have Illmatic by Nas.
Oh yeah. I have like his. I have quite a few albums by Nas. I know I have Illmatic. It was written. Stillmatic. Um, let's think about this.
You got
Disease 1 and 2. I
okay.
need 3. I have the live album.
Which one?
At the Kennedy Center, Illmatic.
Oh, you have that one? I was just about to buy that one.
You should. It's really good. It's so good. So good. I have that album that he did with Kanye.
I have that. I got that album. They gave it to me for free at the record store.
Yeah. I mean, it only got 7 tracks on it, but I definitely do.
7 songs on it.
I like that song on there with The Dream. Yeah, I have quite a few of his albums. I have quite a few of Jay's albums. I need to like really finish my discography. I would like Street's Disciple.
I don't know if you're going.
I know. You see my eyes? Like, I don't know if I can get that one. And that was a double CD, so it's probably got like, I don't even know, probably 3 vinyls. It's pretty long. I'll have to look.
Next year, I'm gonna do like a tour. I'm gonna go to New York. I'm gonna hit the East Coast. So I'm gonna do New York. I'm gonna do Philly and DC. Just try to do all and go to a whole bunch of record stores.
Yeah. I heard there's like a really big record store in New Jersey that there's kind of like warehouse style, and they kind of just let you do your own thing and they don't overcharge or anything. Oof. You know, the numbers aren't in our favor. The odds really are not in our favor being on the West Coast.
Yeah, we gotta. I know I can always get like West Coast artists, especially I'm in the Bay. I can always get E40, Too Short, anybody like that. That's why I don't even have like I don't even think I have them in my collection because I can get them whenever. I want like Jay-Z. I want Nas.
Right.
I want them. I want some Rakim. Like I'm on the search.
Some Eric B. Some Paid in Full.
Yes.
Right.
I'm on the search for that. Because people they'll offer because like Discog and everything like that. But I'm like, some of these things I got to get in person personally. Like the joy I get grabbing it in person is going to be way more than like me buying it online. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
So, damn, you got the foreign exchange, low key, like those are all rare. Like I don't know if anybody gonna ever be able to top that because I haven't seen any of those albums ever.
Right.
So
I mean, but that's what happens when you're like, again, I kind of took it for granted when I first started collecting because I was just collecting stuff that I wanted and just stuff that I listened to. And then as time goes by, you're like, oh, that never got repressed. Oh, there was only like one of those, or you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's just, and so people are like, well, how did you get that? And it's like, well, I got it a long time ago. And I hate saying that. It's kind of like when I show Reflection Eternal. Every single time I play that or I show it, someone's like, how did you get that? I bought it when it came out on vinyl.
Yeah. Because even with me, I started collecting in 2015.
Yeah.
So, like some of the albums I got DMX. I got him for cheap. Like
right.
And I'm like, yeah. I was like, it wasn't as cool as it is now to get vinyl. Some people buy vinyl for like aesthetic. Some people don't even play their records and stuff like that. I mean, spend your money how you want. I think it's weird, but I got it for cheap. Now that like the same record is going for like $40, $50.
For sure. And then he passed. So it's just kind of like
probably going for more now that he passed. So
right.
It's weird. I want it to be not cool again to get vinyl. I want that to happen so I can like enjoy it. Because even when I go to a record store, there's like people I'm like, you're just here just like because it's a cool thing. And you're messing up my time because I'll spend hours just like going on the bottom, going through the crate, going through the singles. I'm just like, all right, y'all messing up my experience. Go home, please.
Right.
Not to sound like a snob, but please.
No, because that's how I feel about it. Like I actually was talking to like my best friend and she collects records as well. And so like we were chatting this morning and I was just like, we were just kind of talking back and forth about like why people collect records. And I think my joy in it is different. And I'm like some people get really hyped and I don't. And I can be patient about things, or I can pass a record up and be okay with it. Where somebody else will be like, I really need to have it, but you only want it because someone else wants it. You don't want it for yourself, you know? And that's why when people ask me, oh, will you sell a record? Or they ask me, I say no every time. I've been saying no for over a decade. I'm not selling any of my records. I don't care. Like, unless you're my family, you will inherit my records when I no longer walk this earth. But as far as selling my records, no, because I made a conscious decision to buy every single one. They're mine.
That's a fact. I don't buy records like, because even the Tyler album, the Chronocopia or whatever, some people were like, why are you opening that? Because I guess it's like a collector's edition or whatever.
It is now. Like, it's worth a pretty penny, and I've still opened it. And
But the
still,
thing is, I didn't buy it because I didn't know it was limited. I bought it because it went on sale and I wanted the album. So I was like, I bought it to play it.
yeah.
I don't know about other people. I want to hear the records.
Yeah, there's only 100,000 copies, and I guess it sold out so fast. It sold out so fast that, like, yeah, I think it's probably a couple hundred now. But
Yeah, but
I played it.
I played the hell out of it.
Oh well,
I play Sticky so much.
right.
With my damn speakers out.
Right.
So there's only a few records that I'm like, yeah, I need it. Like the It's About Time SWV. I need that record. I don't think I'm ever going to get that.
I wouldn't say never, but yeah, it's gonna be expensive.
I'm not gonna get it at the price that with my budget right now.
Right.
I would say the Foreign Exchange that you got. I need that. I got a lot of records that I wanted.
Yeah.
So any Marvin Gaye I see, I usually buy, even if it's like something that I already have.
Sure.
I'll probably buy, but yeah.
Yeah, some Marvin.
You
Yeah.
you got some heat. I ain't go. I don't even know how you're gonna answer this then. So you're on a desert island and you get to pick 5 vinyl out of your whole collection. What are those 5 vinyl?
All right, let's get started. So we're gonna start with my vinyl, like my favorite album of all time, right? It's gonna be Mary J. Blige, My Life. And this is why I was talking about Homeboy earlier, because he had some executive production on this album. So I just love this song. I love this song, My Life itself. Like this, the sample, the Roy Ayers sample. I have that album as well. Everybody Loves the Sunshine. But there's just something really somber about this album. And it also came out around the time that my parents got divorced and I was younger. And I always would hear Mary on the radio and I just resonated with it. So like anytime I'm in a really bad mood, I'm going to play this album. Like, come on. Like this album is like, Be Happy's like the last track on this album. Like it's just dope album. You can play it all the way through. I mean, What's the For One? Let's keep it honest. You can play that album all the way through too. But for someone to have a sophomore album that is better than your first album, crazy. So,
you think it's better than the first one?
Yeah, this album is better than the first one. The first was good too, though. Yeah, this album is better. This album is better than that album. That's my opinion.
I don't know too many people who say that. That's why.
I feel like the first album, yeah, it has some like, it's some like summer cuts. Like you could play that song at the family barbecue, but I feel like this is the album to the point where like even she has a documentary and it's called My Life. When you talk to anybody that resonates with Mary, they're always going to go to this album. There are people literally standing in line in the documentary crying because they wanted to meet her to tell her how much this album has impacted their life. Kind of was annoying when I watched it because I was like, because it came out during the pandemic. I was like, no, this is what this album means to me. It can't mean that to all these other people, right? But yeah, so this is one of my favorite albums of all time. This is a really cliche album and I really don't care. But
I mean, that don't matter. That's a great album.
This album is great. I don't care. Anybody can say whatever they want to say. Every song on this album is a banger. Every single I've been playing this album since I was a teenager. On any given day, I will play this album, but I will skip over nothing. Nothing even matters. I'm cool.
What?
It's been played to death. Like everybody plays that song. Like they will not play this whole album, and they play that one song. But this album was well produced. It was well written. It was arranged beautifully. It just is timeless. You can play it at any point in time, and it's still the cut. So this album, oh man, this album.
Oof. Good album.
Yeah, I just want to show you. I have to just show you the blonde. I'm a very big, just like I love Tyler, I love Frank Ocean a lot. I love Frank Ocean, the way that he writes. I've been listening to his music since Nostalgia Ultra. Great album. Well written. Channel Orange, beautiful. But Blonde was an album that I listened to when everybody did not like it. When they were like, what is this coming after Channel Orange, right? In 2013, and then Blonde comes out, and they're like, I don't understand it. I don't like it. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm listening to it. I'm like, this is great. And you got Kim Burrell on here and Beyonce, Pink and White, Siegfried, Godspeed. Like the way that Nikes, like the way this album is even written, crazy. I think that people are just now starting to get into it. And it's really interesting that Gen Z has such a hold on this album. Yeah. I don't know why. Maybe it's their parents, but they just somehow every time I get on TikTok, somebody's got one song on this album that's going viral, and I'm just like, you guys get it. They get it. This album is just beautiful. I don't know.
Even like kids, like my students, they like that album. I like Channel Orange more. I don't think it's a better album. But I was like, how do y'all know about this album? Some of y'all were born in like 2012, but that album, it sticks. And it'd be like the surprise, like, was it Godspeed? Whatever.
Yeah, that's such a beautiful song. Yeah.
I had a student singing. I'm like, why you know this song?
Like, where you get that from? That's really deep, right?
They be knowing. They know that album. That is an album that's probably that's gonna be like their Thriller, in my opinion.
No, seriously, like I'm looking at this. Okay, Nights, Solo is going viral right now. There's like a trend on TikTok right now where people are like doing all the actions in the beginning, like the first verse of this song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where he's like, hand me a towel, I'm dirty dancing. Yeah, by myself, gone off tabs. Yeah, and he's like, with the might lose my jacket, and then like make the jacket disappear. Like, yeah, it's like, how'd you guys connect? But yeah, I love this album a lot. So to have an actual copy of it, and this is not a boot, this is actual copy. It's not open, you see, not opened. Just really happy to have that. Definitely will play that a lot. So of course, it would only be proper with some Sade.
Yeah.
So, quiet story here, little story here. I was talking to my dad. Hold on, this is getting on my nerves. And I was talking to my dad about Sade because I really love Sade. My mom passed away in August. My late mother, loved Sade. Just down, boots. We're cleaning the house just like you listen to Anita Baker. We're listening to Sade too. And so I remember talking to him because I was getting some vinyls from him, and he was like, oh, you can have your mom's vinyls, which had a couple of Sade's in there. I have the box set, but I also have a couple of her original vinyls from when I was a kid. My dad told me, he said, I don't know why you love Sade so much. All her songs sound the same. I almost lost my shit. I was like, yo, are you serious? You don't listen to Sade then? Because again, the band, beautiful arrangements, beautiful music, beautiful words, really deep, right? Very thought-provoking. And for him to be like, they all sound the same, I just was like, give me those vinyls and let me just go.
That's crazy.
But
Crazy
I love this specific album because of some of the songs on here. Obviously, the Stronger Than Pride is like one of my favorite Sade songs, period. Nothing Can Come Between Us. I really love that song too. I think Count Me's on here. Keep Looking's on here. That's very positive. You know, don't walk around with a frown with your head in your hands. Yeah, very uplifting. But I will listen to this whole album through. I like the album that comes after this too. I actually like all of Sade's albums.
I don't think she got a bad album. But I don't think they have the bad album from them.
I don't think so. I like every single album. So again, I have the box set. So sometimes I just get on iTunes or I'll get on Apple Music and I just go to Sade and I'll just push Sade Radio and just let it play.
Yeah.
The song. So yeah, that is number 4. And then number 5, the Black album. You can see it, the Black album.
That's my favorite Jay-Z album.
It's my favorite Jay-Z album outside of Reasonable Doubt. So I'll just play it all the way through. It's just something that, like, if I'm like, oh, I don't know what to listen to, if it ain't Sade or something, or one of these other 4 albums that I just showed you, it's going to be this album. And this is the album where I think we thought Jay-Z wasn't coming back, but he came back, right?
Yeah.
We're in the 4-5. Not to play games with you. But I really do love this album specifically. And I think it's like Allure, Encore. It's the interlude for me. You know, when he said, either love me or leave me alone. Bars.
What more can I say is on there?
What more than 99 Problems, Dirt Off Your Shoulders. Like, this album is so strong. Like, this is a really strong album. So, wait, hold on. Moment of Clarity. Lucifer,
that beat on Lucifer.
Kanye was in his bag. This was back when Kanye was like in the bag, like all the way in the knapsack. Change Clothes is on there too.
Yeah, I don't think there's a bad song on that album.
No, you can just play the whole thing. And I think my first song, I really love that outro, but I also love the way that song was produced and the way that Jay-Z raps over that beat. It's almost like he's trying to catch up to the beat. I can't explain it. It's like almost like the beat is lopsided. So I really like that song. Like, it's just different. It's very not his style. And for him to go out on that song and for this to like supposedly be his last album, I thought it was really great. Even though he made more music after that, and it was really great music.
We got like 4 or 5 albums.
We sure did. We got some Blueprint 3. We got we got some albums after that. 444. We got some.
American Gangster, which I personally think is a classic.
That's such a great album.
444. We got Watch the Throne. We got the Carters.
Yeah.
We got 7 albums. He
gave us definitely more than we deserved after this album. I'm glad he did not leave because he did give us some more albums after that. There were just some really great pieces and that were really, he got some more classics under his belt. But yeah, I think that would be my last album.
Those are all fantastic albums.
Yeah, so those choices.
Honestly, the production on the Black album, it can rival pretty much any album. I don't know, like it's Just Blaze, got Kanye,
yep,
tunes, like you can't really. We got the producer of producers.
Yes. And I just feel like it's such a strong album. Like the way it even starts, it just like that album just rolls in, and he did just such a good job, like buttoning up his career just to not be done. Because I really thought that was his last album, and I was like, I'm okay. I thought I was okay, and then I was like, no, he made more music. So yeah, now I'm gonna be out here listening to this too. So that's a really great album that I'll always play. I mean, if it wasn't this, I don't have the album. I'd probably and this is before this album, I would probably pick Jay-Z Unplugged.
Is that on vinyl?
I think it is, but I think it's rare. So
I bought it on CD. I bought it on CD because I was like, I don't think this is ever. So
that's one of like the best unplugged albums. Like I'll play that too.
that might be
The way
the.
it's just blended together is so great.
They need to bring stuff back like that. MTV, like bring back Unplugged.
MTV doesn't even play music anymore.
No, they need to change their name.
Yeah, they do, because they're more like Bravo than MTV. But you are absolutely right. I would love to see. I guess that's what Tiny Desk kind of is, right?
Tiny Desk, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Unplugged, but Tiny Desk only gives us like 4 or 5 songs, and they don't give you the whole song. I mean, well, that's what Unplugged does, right?
No, Unplugged it was giving
Gotta
like,
give you everything.
yeah, and some songs be longer because the
True.
band, because you got
Because I
like,
got that Lauryn Hill Unplugged, and it's long.
yeah. So just certain songs. That's why Tiny Desk is always going always get me to watch, even if it's artists I don't even know. Because
Like,
that
it's
feeling,
short to get a snapshot.
yeah, that feeling we get like live music, you can't replace. You can never replace that.
That's true.
Um, do you have anything you want to leave with? Because that was the last question I got.
Well, I got a question. What did you think about A. Marie's Tiny Desk?
Gosh. I love Anne Marie. All I Have is one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
Wasn't the best effort. I think that the whole production set us up for failure. The background singers, I don't think Anne Marie she doesn't have like the strongest voice. So I think like everything was just bad. Like I was so disappointed.
So, 2 things. I went back and I actually just like watched the facial expression of the band members, and they all were looking from side to side at each other like, what are we doing here? And it was the most hilarious thing ever. And then the fact that someone isolated her vocals of her straining to sing, and they've been using it as a sound on TikTok, has been frying me.
Yeah,
Frying me. And I'm just like, how do we redeem A. Marie? Because I absolutely love All That I Have Too. Like, it's such a great album, right? She gave us, like Talking to Me, Why Don't We Fall in Love? I Just Died, like Float, like come on. Put some respect on her name. Like
I was just like when I heard it because I was at work and I saw it popped up on YouTube and I put it like, oh, I'm gonna watch this later. Right? I got text messages like, I don't think you're gonna enjoy that Tiny Desk. I'm like, what y'all talking about? It's Anne Marie. I love Anne Marie. What you talking about? They're like,
right.
It's not it. And the person who told me to, I was like, oh, because they're like, they try to make excuses for people, like, oh, they just had a bad day.
Yeah.
It was like, you're not gonna like it. I said, no.
Well, do you think that her BET performance redeemed her?
No, because I don't think it was long enough. I thought it was like cool, but I'm like I want to see a concert. Like if she
Okay.
go on tour, I'm buying tickets still. But I'm like,
Well, I mean, I saw her performance. Like I saw a video of her performance when Money Long brought her out at Coachella, and she did well.
I've seen videos of her performing good, and that's why I'm like, I just didn't like that performance. I was definitely disappointed. I was like, no, Marie, because I've been wanting a comeback from her for like the longest. The single she dropped this year, I thought was really good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we about to get a comeback. I'm like, we about to get that album.
Right.
And I'm like, she probably ain't dropping no album. That got to be so disheartening. Like you go on Tiny Desk
and fumbled.
Bad.
I don't even think I've seen anybody fumble like that on Tiny Desk ever.
Cause like you recorded it and you was all like, yeah, this is okay to put out. If I would have did that performance, I'm like, don't put this out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it again or just scrap it all together. Like, seriously.
Scrap it. We're not putting it out.
Yeah, I think that definitely it hurt her more than it helped.
Yeah, but she's not like a public, like she's not in the public like that either.
Right. So for
So
her to come back, and then like I did see how they were kind of trying to ramp her up with her single, and they're giving us snippets of her singing, getting us excited. She came out at Coachella. She did a good job, and I was really looking forward to. I saw a clip of like her singing "Why Don't We Fall in Love," and then I was like, "Cool." I watched it. I posted on my story. Then I went back to watch the rest of the Tiny Desk, and it was just like
mm-hmm.
just just balled up. So yeah, I just wanted to know what your thoughts were on.
You're like everybody keep asking me about that because they know how I feel about Anne Marie, and I'm just like, listen, guys, it's hard. What do you want me to say?
She let you down, me down too.
I was real disappointed. I was like, damn. Also because like I was like, I'm gonna go home. I'm about to watch this Tiny Desk. We gonna get this album. Like I'm thinking like this is a perfect rollout.
Right, right.
No, folded, bad. But I think it was a bad day. Um, I think what's hurting is people have made like TikTok sounds, and so it's staying around longer than it normally would. Like if you have a bad performance, like people
Yeah,
have bad performances all the time. It's you're not gonna be perfect. But this is like going viral. Like every few days I'm hearing a new sound. I'm like, damn, y'all are like
yeah. I mean, this is kind of reminiscent of when Omarion did like that weird dance on stage, and then they were just like dragging it for like months, and it was so great. But yeah, when something's on the internet, it's on the internet forever. So
it sucks. That's what sucks. Like
yeah,
I hate that a viral moment be me doing something terrible. Like, gosh, you can have a platinum album, it don't matter.
no,
Omarion got hits. We don't talk about none of them.
no.
That one moment.
Like when Genuine fell off that stage. Yep.
Yeah.
Things always happen. Like it just comes with the territory, unfortunately. So hopefully, I hope that she's doing well. I really do. Like because I couldn't imagine like mentally or emotionally how I would be doing if like something happened like that and I just couldn't get away from it.
I mean, luckily she did have the BET performance. So for some people, they're like, "Oh, she still, you know." For me, I had such high expectations, I think, and I was a little let down.
Yeah,
And I love that album so much. Like it's one of my favorite albums. So I'm like,
yeah. I like the sophomore album too.
I like
So
the sophomore album. That one has like rolling down my face.
yes, with
Uh,
the sample,
mm-hmm,
the word air sample. Yeah, yeah,
example. Um, I was a big fan of hers. So I'm like, damn.
yeah.
Like the main thing I was thinking too the whole time I was watching, I was like, we not getting no album.
You know we're not.
We not getting no album, especially the way some people cutting up.
Serve me now, for real.
The way people cutting up, like we not getting that damn album.
Right.
I don't know how to just let it go. But yeah,
Well,
I hope she gets another shot. Honestly.
I love your optimism. Shoot.
Oh man, yeah, that was disappointing though. I hope this somebody else does something so we can like this trend can go away though. Every day though, I'm seeing the video and I'm laughing too. That's the thing. Like it's making me laugh. So I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I can't help it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's funny. Like, it's definitely frightening. I'm like, that is so bad that they're using like her singing out of key. But I mean, that just comes with the territory. If you can, I mean, you got to have thick skin if you're gonna be outside. So,
She
especially
hasn't been outside.
2025, it is not 2001.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a different frontier when it comes to how you present yourself, how critical people are of you in the platform, in the access. So, I mean, if you want to protect yourself, have your PR, run your social medias at this point.
Yeah, you can't really do anything nowadays. It
Mm,
sucks because you have to have social media now. You can't be
do.
without it. Like I hate social media like personally sometimes. Like I like being able to like connect with people and talk with them. I'm like I hate that you have to like constantly post, constantly like do all this upkeep and stuff. There's days I'm like, I don't give a damn about posting.
Right, and then all your stuff falls off if you go stagnant. So yeah,
You
I
take
get
a
it.
week off, you're done.
Yeah, donezo.
So can imagine for artists who've taken years off, like we haven't heard from you in like 15 years.
Yeah, they're like the nerve of you to have a family, the nerve of you to have a regular job, the nerve of you to like be out of your contract and don't have an advance, so you can't make more music. Like
Yeah.
you always got to be on. So yeah, that sucks.
So
Yeah.
there anything else you want to add to this before?
No, I mean, thank you for interviewing me. I had a good time.
But
Very funny. Like I love to share, and thank you for allowing me to share my vinyls.
yeah, you got a lot down. I'm hating. I'm still hating. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hating on the foreign exchange. You really got me on that one. I was like, that ain't what I think it is.
Yeah. Oh, I just thought of something about vinyls that I actually want. I want the dream. I want Love versus Money.
Dream.
The dream. Love versus Money. I'm never gonna get that vinyl. I think it's probably like $300 or $400.
Maybe
Yeah.
if you go to Atlanta, you might be able to get something from him. I feel like you can find Dream in Atlanta.
I can't find the dream online. So I know that if I went somewhere, somebody's already gonna hustle and try to resell it. That
I
kills
would
hope.
I would say don't. If you see anything from Merch Bar, don't
What's
don't.
them?
They suck at giving your stuff. Like
Oh, I heard. You're right. Yeah, like they'll delay. They'll sell some stuff and then they won't give it to you for months, or they end up refunding you.
I've
Yeah.
been waiting for an album. This is year three, and I don't want to cancel it because I got it at such a deal that if I were to try to find it at that same, it's not going to be. And
Yeah.
they keep saying, "Oh, it's delayed, it's delayed," but when I ordered it, it was in stock. So that's why I'm a little irritated with them.
Yeah.
They
I
keep
feel
giving,
like I've had success with them, but I've also seen other people complain.
yeah, they suck. I don't know. I remember the day I ordered and everything. I ordered it on July 4th, and I was
The
July 4th of 2 years. It was about to be 3 years coming up. I ordered it on July 4th because I was like, I'm not doing nothing. I don't celebrate that shit. So
right.
so I'm just chilling in my bed and I was scrolling. I said, oh, and I bought it. I bought the album, didn't get it. Still haven't got it. All I got is a confirmation that I bought it. Nothing else.
Damn. That's sweet.
They suck. I do not. Anytime I get a chance to tell people not to buy from them, I will because
Yeah, I've definitely seen other people complain like in their stories on Instagram and they're just like, I haven't got did it, and they're like mad face, repost. I'm just like, all right.
yeah, they suck. They're
Yeah.
terrible. So, but thank you for coming on. This has been Pressing Matters. I've been your host Jamal Radio Raheem, and I'll catch you next time.